Further introduction of guests. There being no introductions, it's now time for oral questions. The member from Nipissing.
Thank you. Good morning, Speaker. My question is for the Deputy Premier. Yesterday, I asked about missing gas plant documents, and the Premier answered, quote, "All that has been asked for has been provided." In sworn testimony Tuesday, Cabinet Secretary Peter Wallace said the committee has not yet been provided with all the documents related to Mississauga and Oakville power plant cancellations. So, Speaker, the Premier is telling us one thing, and people swearing an oath are telling us the opposite. We now have proof that Cabinet members said we have all the documents when they knew there were more. And we have proof that they said the total cost of Oakville was $40 million when they knew it was hundreds of millions more. Deputy Premier, can you explain the difference between those statements and those sworn under oath?
Very good.
Deputy Premier.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you for the question. I have to say that I am delighted that the Justice Committee work is well underway, delighted that Mayor Hazel McCallion was there this morning, and I'm very pleased that the scope of the committee has been expanded to include tendering, planning, commissioning, cancellation, relocation. Speaker, this is a committee of this legislature doing its job. I think it's doing a thorough and very good job, Speaker, and I look forward to the committee doing their work and completing their work. So I think we all have a lot to learn from that work that is underway.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Well, thank you, Speaker. We do have a lot to learn. In fact, we have been learning a lot. What we've learned so far is this gas plant scandal has many tentacles and it's feeding off of many ministries. For instance, the Cabinet board itself is deep in this. The Energy Minister is busy working on retractions of earlier statements. The House Leader sounds like a broken record. And now the attorney... And you will soon learn that the Attorney General is now involved. So let's add the Finance Minister to this mix. The OPA swore under oath about the hundreds of millions of additional dollars. You've got a budget coming up soon. What amount will your government be listing in the budget for the gas plant scandal?
Deputy Premier.
Speaker, Government House Leader.
House Leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm very happy to go back to...
We're going to bring it right down. Thank you. House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I'm very happy to go back to the first question that was put forward by the honourable member about Mr. Wallace's testimony and provide him with a quotation from Mr. Wallace yesterday. And I quote, "It is my belief that the Ministry of Energy acted in good faith in searching for and producing documents in their position that they understood were responsive to the committee's request." Mr. Speaker, the honourable member says that I've turned into a broken record, so let me put something new out here for everyone here. Mr. Speaker, let me quote Mayor Hazel McCallion at her very thorough appearance before the committee this morning. She said the government listened to the people. The people of Mississauga are fed up of hearing all of this controversy at Queen's Park over something that they want to cancel. The government agreed to cancel on it.
Final supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. So, Cabinet Secretary Peter Wallace told us the government is driving the bus. And he also made another revelation to the Justice Committee on Tuesday. He told us the Ministry of the Attorney General has launched an investigation into the accusation of political interference with the OPA. Your government failed to disclose any information of the Attorney General's investigation into whether or not a former Liberal staffer turned bureaucrat directed the OPA to withhold documents from members of this House. Why was this investigation being discussed in secret, conducted in secret, and why didn't your government at any time tell the public about this further twist to this gas plant scandal?
House Leader.
There's no. Mr. Speaker, I'm happy to finish the Hazel McCallion quote to begin. The government listened to the people. The people of Mississauga are fed up of hearing all of this controversy at Queen's Park over something that they wanted cancelled. The government agreed to cancel it. Come on, let's get on with the business of the province, folks.
Come to order.
Mr. Speaker, as to the other item that was raised, Mr. Wallace appeared in front of the committee yesterday. He answered questions in that regard, and that is the place for this type of discussion to go on. The committee has an opportunity to call witnesses and to look into any matter related to it, but at the same time, Mr. Speaker, I think maybe some of the fishing expeditions should be put to the side and they should focus on some of the important issues before the